Okay, now we're gonna talk about another response, and that is to, of course, Larry Williams of Otaku Assemble, and that was pretty much his discussion on new YouTubers. Now, why am I doing a video response to this? Well, if you checked my previous videos, I tended to bitch a lot about not getting subscribers and trying to find a lot of the cheap tactics that he said that these new YouTubers use. Now, does this make me feel bad? Some of it, yes. Some of it, I'll admit, was a little underhanded. It's a little underhanded, and I'll have to rummage through my videos and see if I can't find stuff to try to change the video themselves up. Also, I got really angry too because, as you've heard me now make jokes, I make jokes about it now on Skype, and I also make jokes about it in videos. I don't just sarcastically and smarmily joke about it, I now just lightheartedly joke about it. But there was a time when I had even barely 50 subscribers, and I had been trying to do videos for a little over like a year and a half. But I've kind of realized something too. And that is the fact that really I didn't start doing videos until like 2009 or so. I had been around YouTube since like 2006, but I predominantly just watched videos. And then in 2009 I thought, I'm going to try a vlog deal, because I noticed how successful some people were. So here's what I ended up doing. First video, I still remember, and I took it down though, so you'll never ever see it, but the very first video I did, I actually admitted that I did not shower in that video. And I just completely fumbled everything up. I did a whole bunch of videos shooting straight from like my TV and stuff. And then of course, as you could tell with some of the other earlier ones, I found Windows Movie Maker. And then from there, I started doing a couple of videos, then I lost Windows Movie Maker, started shooting back from my camera and stuff again, and this and that, and now we're to the current point where I kind of mix it up every once in a while. I'll do videos like this where you'll see my face, and I'll do pretty much videos where I don't show my face. And I actually have another camera right over here on this locker right here that I need to get a memory card for. But I digress. That's for a whole different discussion for a whole different time. Okay. Now, to the new YouTuber stuff. Okay, let me explain to you guys. Let me explain something to you guys. A lot of y'all are like trying to do what I call the caterpillar to butterfly theorem. Okay? Now, let me explain the caterpillar to butterfly theorem here to you.
Okay, basically the butterfly theorem, for those of you who are not wanting to follow, basically, okay, here you guys, the new YouTubers, go. Now, you guys start out as a caterpillar. And as a caterpillar, you're starting to bloom, you're in the world, you know, you're eating leaves and shit, you're happy, you're content, you know, not a care in the world. You're starting out, you're fresh, it's a scary new world, this vlogging and YouTubing. And so eventually, you know, you start out, you know, making a lot of mistakes. But then eventually, after you get a couple of videos under your belt, you go from being a caterpillar to the larva or pupa stage. Now this is where most people tend to kind of skip. But see, Here's the benefit of being in the pupa stage here for all you new YouTubers. When you enter the pupa stage, what ends up happening is that it's basically the go-between. Basically, in order to become a butterfly, you gotta go through this. This is basically kind of the trial and error where it's like you're still making mistakes, but you're honing your craft. You're trying out new ideas. You're trying out new ways of being animated and reflecting your voice, or you put more enthusiasm in your voice, or you're more serious, you're more factual. And it's a great motivator, but see, a lot of you get angry because you don't want to go through this phase. You want to get quick views and quick everything. I can tell you from experience, that's not how it's going to happen. You're going to get viewers and subscribers, but it's going to be a very slow and oftentimes gradual process. Because as Larry said, unless you got something special that you bring to the table, then you're not really sitting at the big boys table, are you? No, you're still at the little kids table at this point. But once you hone your craft, once you try out new things that people enjoy, that they actually like, then boom, you become a butterfly. And then, of course, you start gaining a fan base, and people love you, and people are cheering and screaming your name and shit, and it's wonderful and magical and fantastic, to finally start becoming a veteran of YouTube. For people to start noticing you, to start kind of wanting to be friends with you, to subscribe to you, to try to emulate your video style, and so on and so forth. So that, ladies and gentlemen, all of you new YouTubers, that is the butterfly theorem in a nutshell.
Okay, that's pretty much, in a nutshell, what I mean by that. Now, having said that though, I do realize that it is very difficult to bloom out, as I put it. But what you guys need to understand is that when you, like I said a while ago, when you skip from trying to be, when you skip the pupa stage in your evolution, if you will, and you just go from caterpillar to straight butterfly, then all you're really doing is hurting yourself, because you're not allowing yourself to grow both as a person and as a YouTuber, and even creatively. You're just shorthanding yourself. Don't do that. I've been there multiple times, and yes, I get that people want to get subscribers, that they want to be successful. Trust me, getting 81 subscribers that I have now, I went through a lot of guilt in using underhanded tactics and, crying and moaning, but you know what? I'm now comfortable enough to where it's like, I got 81 subscribers. I'm pretty much comfortable enough now that I can just do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about feeling guilty. I don't have to worry about, using underhanded tactics, because you know what? I realized the age-old thing that your parents will tell you, your grandparents, everyone else will tell you. Be yourself. Because you know what? That's the basic message of what Larry was angrily trying to tell you guys. Be yourselves. If you like something, like for example, I realize that not a lot of people like my lesser known but awesome heroes. Does it annoy me? Yes. Does it annoy me that F.W. Waller's got more subscribers than me? Yes. Is it the fact that everybody loves his supervillains explored over my lesser known but awesome heroes? Yes. But you know what? I'm gonna get mine in the end. Because I've realized that, it's gonna take a while. But see, I notice a lot of people will like or dislike my videos, and even a dislike proves to me that people are watching my stuff. Now, whether they're trolling or not, that's a whole different story. But even if they're disliking a video, even if this video gets one dislike, that means somebody took the time to actually watch this video and trollololling on my video and talking about how I'm a hack, how I'm a bloated nobody. I'm whatever on that. I'll just block you, but I will still accept your dislike nevertheless. Because you know what? Your dislike, it has the opposite trolling effect. Rather than bothering me and making me angry, it actually makes me feel very upbeat and positive. Because you know what? All you're doing is adding to the cycle of me being more successful. Think about that, trolls, before you start disliking my videos some more. Because you ain't hindering me, you helping me. You're helping me get more views. And also, by the way, I got my legs crossed in case you guys are wondering what the hell I'm doing. But, yeah. I guess the best way to... I mean, I could sit here and ramble on, but that's pretty much the main point that I want to make. I don't want to take up too much time. But basically, guys, all you new YouTubers, don't fret and don't worry. But if you're sitting there, as Larry said, cutting corners and trying to be successful and leech off of somebody else's fame, kind of like people were accusing me of doing with F.W. Waller, then you know what, honestly, you don't deserve to YouTube, and you don't deserve to even watch videos on YouTube, in my personal opinion, because that's low and underhanded. Also, Larry, dude, when in doubt, do what they did in the Boondocks and throw a chair and just jack people's money, jack Big Macs, do whatever you need to do. But dude, you know, you got a little heated. Like, I was seriously expecting you to start breaking some furniture and shit. You know, just chill, dude, chill. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I know. Trust me. Trust me. It ain't worth it being like Atrocitus in the Red Lanterns, dude. Letting your rage consume you is not gonna help. You gotta be cool as ice. You gotta be like Mr. Freeze Cold. Not Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like actual comic book Mr. Freeze cool. You gotta be like Superfly cool and... Okay, you know what? You get the point of what I'm trying to...